that the sun gave birth to the earth, that it didn't coalesce from some field. And the proof of this, do you guys know that the earth is drifting away from the sun?
Yeah, slightly.
This is the mistake I made at the Oxford, because they wouldn't allow me to bring my notes or anything. So I said the drift was 6 inches a year. It's 0.6 inches a year. Mm-hmm. So if you add up how long it would take the earth to move, and all of the planets in every solar system is drifting away from their primary at this same exact rate. Like 1.5 centimeters. So this is a universal expansion that's happening with everything moving away. So them saying and the Webb telescope have proven that those galaxies couldn't have formed 13, 14 billion years ago. But if you would just add up linearly how long it would take the Earth to go from the sun to 93 million miles away, it's 9 trillion. Hold on.
Let's go.
I did all of the little calculations.
These are not little calculations.
Hold on, done.
I love that expression, but
little. Well, man, don't turn my phone off. Don't do that. Every time I get ready, because I know they're watching me right now, and they're mad at me.
Who's they?
The people that want that. Our entire world economy is based off of the politicians and the authorities that give the politicians their accreditation. And those authorities, those universities, are all based, their entire curriculum is based off the Platonic solids. And our world economy is based off of 1 × 1 = 1.
You think they fuck with your phone?
Oh, I'm sure of it, because now I have to turn it off for a second.
Do you ever drop your phone? You ever drop your phone?
I've dropped my phone a number of times, but...
You ever think that might be what's going on with your phone?
And then I buy another phone, and the same thing happens. I'm 5
you get
minutes...
burners?
I used to, but then my wife would think I was cheating.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I don't need that. I made that mistake way too early, in our relationship, and it cost me 8 years of toil and pain. But I ultimately made it back, and I'm so glad that, we produce 1,500 sperm per heartbeat. Women are born with 200 to 500,000 eggs in each of their ovaries. They don't get any more. The amount of buildup, the need to reproduce for males is great. And we're 98.7% identical to simians, to chimpanzees. What do they have? They have a harem by nature. Mm-hmm. There's only a 1.3% differentiation between us and them, and that 1.3% is supposed to dominate over the 98. I'm just glad I'm 55 now, and sperm production has slowed down.
You could always get a phone that you don't use as anything other than contact a couple people.
Yeah, but that would work. But I'm like, if they're going to hear, they're going to hear.
Yeah, well, that is an issue. So
this is the math. This is the math. So it would, 5,280 feet in a mile, 12 inches in a foot. Therefore, it's 1 mile equals 63,360 inches. So the number of years that it will take for the Earth to move 1 mile is 105,600 years. So that in order for the Earth to reach where we are at 93 million miles, it would take 9,820,800 million years for the Earth to get here. Likewise, Mars, at 147 million miles away from the sun, it would take 15,780,480 million years for Mars to get where it was. So at a given point, Mars was here in the Goldilocks zone. And now Venus is going to inherit the Goldilocks zone next. The sun will give... Mercury is under a higher pressure because they're still under the mistake thinking that there's a void in space. So they forget that Mercury is under the highest pressure possible. So it can expand. It's like hydrogen. It's like those octaves before hydrogen. So the atmosphere, the iron isn't able to release any oxygen and the oxides. But when you get to 67 million miles away from the